you and Captain Cluzy?
I mean, he knows what to do. We're going to haul buns out there, grill all the competition. I mean, we're coming out the top dog today.
All right, a little tire deck concern today. Is there going to be tire wear, or is this something that maybe a little mustard and ketchup can make sure everything lasts?
I mean, we're running on some high-octane mustard right now. I mean, really, they know what to do, we know what to do, and it's going to be a brilliant day.
All right, this is such a big day. I need help on the grid walk. Let's go now to Georgia Henneberry.
The weenie whistle has blown, and it is time to meet your pole sitters. Guys, what is your name?
I'm Corn Dog Kate.
And
Aeolia Kira.
and you are starting in the most prestigious position for this inaugural race. What is the strategy, and what happens if you fall behind? How will you catch up?
Well, we're gonna get out there, we're gonna haul buns, and we're gonna hope to come out top dog.
We've been preparing for this moment all year, so we're ready to make sure nobody else can catch up with us.
You guys are the pilots of Chai Dog. Can I see the inside?
Absolutely.
Let's go. We are going inside. Wienermobile on the pole position. This is Chai Dog. This is a first look. Here we go. This is your pole sitter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A 6-seater. I might catch myself in this race. Tell me what I'm looking at.
We've got it decked out in here. We've got blue skies up top. We've got a mustard river down below. And of course, you can't forget our iconic bun box up front.
This is the cockpit. Are you guys ready to go?
Oh, we're ready.
We were born ready for this day.
The intensity builds. Kevin, where are you at?
I'm headed to row 2. We've got the Sonoran Dog team here. Let's meet the competitors.
I'm Grill 'em Up Emily.
Of course you are. And you?
And I'm Relish and Riley.
What's the strategy? What was the pre-race meeting like?
Okay, we've been eating hot dogs for breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day, for months probably?
For months, for sure. We've been relishing this moment forever, and we can't wait to be the top dog today.
What kind of dog draft is it here down this 5/8 of a mile straightaway?
Ooh, I'm not sure. I'm thinking, we're gonna come up, we're gonna do our best, and we're gonna take top dog position as soon as we can. That's our strategy.
Yeah, that's our strategy, to be the top dog today and see who can cut the mustard.
All right, starting in 4th, Georgia. Who do you have on the inside of row number 2?
I got with me Slaw Dog, but the pilots behind that dog are
Mustard Maddie.
and
Grill Master Matthew.
are you guys ready? This is a historical event. The Wienermobile is on the bricks at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
We cannot wait to relish this moment. I mean, we have been hauling buns for over a year now, and so it's just such an incredible way to end our time on the hot dog highways.
How are you going to make up some time? You're starting for it today.
Well, we're gonna haul buns and have some fun. We're gonna make sure that we're out there being safe, but want to haul some buns and make sure that we're getting up nice and close there.
Ketchup or mustard?
Mustard, I'm Mustard Maddie.
Mustard all the way.
Mustard over here. Kevin, where are you?
Back in row 3, so qualifying did not go to plan for the Chili Dog group, starting on the outside of row number 3. All right, let's meet the team.
Hi, I'm Barbecue Bridget.
And you are?
And I'm Coop Dog. Nice to meet you.
Coop Dog, Coop, what are you doing here? Can you lay back a little bit and get a run and maybe get the lead going into turn 1?
Fingers crossed. We are number 6, a little bit back, but that's maybe because they believe in us to shoot that forward the most.
We know navigators and rally racing and so forth. What is your role in this race as the co-pilot?
As the co-pilot, I'm here supporting my driver. Together, we want to win the Weenie 500.
Of course you do. Who doesn't? Georgia.
Last but not least, we have the Seattle Dog. I heard the fans out here when you guys were announced. Take this all in. What are your thoughts?
I'm just relishing the moment at this point in my life. Honestly, just super stoked to be here and ready to haul some buns.
Yeah, we are super excited. Inaugural Weenie 500. We're ready to haul some buns, have some fun, and see who has what it takes to cut the mustard to be the top dog.
We need to know your names.
I'm Pickle Pip.
And my name's Grill 'em Up Ellie on the hot dog highways.
Best of luck. They will be starting 6 today. That's Seattle Dog. Will, James, Townsend. It is time for the inaugural Weenie 500.
It most certainly is. The thrill of the grill is just moments away. These drivers who have come through the feeder categories, some of them started out with chipolatas before moving into the Cumberland and Lincolnshire leagues back in the UK. Some through the European formulas of chorizo and merguez, some through the American system, racing corn dogs before they found their way to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway today.
And look, guys, you couldn't ask for a better day. Sun's out, buns out, and these 6 pilots are looking forward to trying to win one of the greatest trophies in sports, the Borg-Wiener Trophy. It is incredibly historic. It's something that these guys want their likeness on to be immortalized. 500.
You know, the fans absolutely erupting with joy at the sight of 6 beautiful Wienermobiles getting ready to just flat out send it into turn 1. The question I have is, we've seen in the Indy 500 3, sometimes 4 cars wide, but with the size of the buns, question is, how many can you go into one corner?
That is the ultimate question. And of course, the one thing to remember here today, all buns intended at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. And we are now just moments away from, I think, what will be, frankly, an emotive, an emotional, and an impactful moment. As with all pre-race shows, the build-up and the expectation is so much a part of the event itself. And there could be no better way to start the inaugural Weenie 500 than with the singing of the Oscar Meyer song.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our pre-race ceremonies. Direct your attention trackside and welcome Lucky Dog Luke Garrigus. Now we ask you to rise, place your hand over your stomach, and feel free to sing along as he performs the Oscar Meyer Weenie song.
Wish I were an Oscar Meyer Wiener. That is what I truly like to be. And if I were an Oscar Meyer Wiener, everyone would be in love with me.
Lucky Dog Luke Garrigus.
Well, guys, what a reception. What a moment, what emotion down here on the grids. Such a familiar song.
Well, I mean, you know, growing up in this great country and taught that song as a young kindergartner, I mean, it really gets me choked up to hear it for the first time here at the Speedway. Seemingly 70, 80,000 fans have turned out for this moment as we demonstrate to the world what is possible with a Wienermobile at the very edge of the performance threshold.
And this is the thing, guys, a grilled fiberglass hot dog resting on a lightly toasted fiberglass bun, a V8 6-litre 300 Vortec runs on high-octane mustard engine, a chassis assembled by Spartan Motors in Charlotte, 6-speed automatic transmission, and perhaps most importantly of all, a removable bun roof.
And I think that 6-speed transmission is going to be a critical decision. I mean, are you going to 3-speed it around here and drop it down to 4th in traffic? As we take a look at the Weenie 500 starting grid, and on the pole, doing it for all of Illinois, Chicago Dog starts next to New York Dog, a battle for the ages up front, James.
Then you got Slaw Dog and Sonoran Dog row 2, but for me, guys, I'm looking at row 3. I think there's a sneaker back there in Coop Dog and the Chili Dog. I think they got a good chance for P6.
Well, for me, the story really is Chili Dog because of the failed technical inspection for too much cayenne pepper in the chili mix there. So they'll have to come from the back, but they've been one of the most exciting and, dare I say, spicy ones in the field so far in practice.
Absolutely. We are getting ready for action here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. You can feel the anticipation rising amongst the crowd. They know they're on the verge of witnessing something truly special, something truly historic.
And guys, let's not forget about the mindset of the drivers right now. What is going through their heads, Townsend, as they stand on the starting grid at the most famous racetrack in the world, about to compete in one of the biggest races we've ever seen on 6 buns?
Well, normally the diet for a Wienermobile driver includes 6 to 8 Oscar Meyer Wieners per day, but my understanding is a lot of these teams in the cockpit have opted to skip their morning routine, shave a few critical dog pounds, and try to run as light as they can. So for me, it's hunger. Can they hang on for 2 laps?
It's going to be a physical test, especially if they're undernourished.
And on the flip side of that, of course, are those who have chosen to gorge themselves on more Oscar Meyer Wienies this morning, just to try and have that little bit more downforce in the corners, hopefully give them that speed advantage.
You know, it's what a lot of people are talking about coming into this is the road-hugging weight. So I think that will play out a lot. The question is, can the tires last? I mean, 2 laps here in a Wienermobile, you're really leaning on the rubber.
Pushing the limits, but I do like the fact we've gone old school, back with ride-on mechanics, 2 pilots in those dogs. That's twice the weight, but potentially a lot of help if something should go wrong.
Well, we are getting ever closer now to race start for the Weenie 500 here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
You get a good look at some of the safety equipment the drivers are wearing, namely the trucker hat and a set of earrings.
Now we go trackside for the command.
And we direct your attention trackside now and introduce the Weenie 500 honorary engine starter, Granny Smith.
The sound of 70,000 fans who are pumped up and ready. The thrill of the grill, guys, here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. 6 Wienermobiles, 12 competitors, 2 per weenie dog, all on the line.
And the start's going to be crucial. You don't want to spin those tires, leave grill marks on the track. That's going to kill your acceleration, because we know, Townsend, starts and restarts, best time to make up ground. So if you're on that 3rd row, it's key to get a good jump at the green.
Yeah, if I was one of these hot doggers, I would think long and hard about a brake stand to start. So dragging that brake pedal as you load up the throttle.
Who's got their onions? Who can cut the mustard? These the questions which will be answered imminently. A little bit of cloud cover overhead. How much will that affect racing out here as those hot dogs cool down?
Gonna get saucy here in a second. Huge anticipation for the crowd, and you know, this is something truly historic here at IMS. I can't recall seeing a crowd this big as the green flag's out.
And here we go.
The green flag waves. It's a slow getaway, but we have the Weenie 500 underway at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
New York dog with a massive jump out to the lead as they all tuck single file. 1st through 5th looking for that weenie toe.
The whole inside row got a slow start there. That really allowed that outside line to roll that momentum and head into the lead. Acceleration on these things impressive. 0 to 60 in about 25 or 26 seconds. Granted, they're going a little uphill now, so we might not hit that till the back straight, but that's when that draft is really going to come into play.
Topping out at a sensational 60 miles an hour. These hot dogs at the absolute limit of technical innovation.
And they haven't reached the top speed yet as they round turn 1 into the short chute, as they climb through 27, now 28 miles an hour, and they'll hit that top speed on the back straightaway somewhere.
Through the short chute now into turn 2. We've seen a lot of issues there this month. It's been a tricky corner, especially with the wind today. These things from the side, Townsend, not very aerodynamic. A crosswind could wreak havoc on the exit of 2.
I really enjoy the brilliance here of New York Dog, who's opted to drive the shortest distance on this 2.5-mile oval, just hugging the apron to the low side. It really protects against any attack coming from Chicago Dog. Chicago Dog's got to be so frustrated right now, guys, starting from pole after a new track record.
But Chicago Dog taking a little look, trying to take more pace on that corner, trying to take the fight to them. But we know through turn 2, and we've got a change in lead.
A great run off of turn 2.
Here they come down the backstretch. They spread out 3 wide, and now the draft is really starting to factor into things.
And how fast dare they take it into turn 3? The last thing anybody needs through there is a slippery wiener.
It's still anybody's race, guys, as we go down the back straight. You hear the crowd getting ramped up. We saw some incredible action there out of turn 2, heading into turn 3. But look at the lead now we're getting out front.
I understand there was a bit of a shoving match last night at the drivers' meeting as the hot doggers were debating the hotness of their buns, respectively. Chicago feeling like they were the leader. But let's take a look at this pass that just happened. It was something for the ages here.
Yeah, just a little bit of a bobble coming off of turn 2. It really just allowed that car to get swarmed, get swallowed up by the competition, losing 3 spots, falling down the order.
Frankly, a phenomenal move.
Yeah. I mean, 30 minutes ago when they rounded turn 2, who would have thought that it would have been this close as they come to turn 3?
And there we are now through turn 3. Steady lead there as we head into 4. Trying everything. There's still a little bit of shortening of the line that I could see there. Not a flawless line from the leader right now. That's going to open an opportunity maybe off of turn 4 down the famous front straight.
Chili Dog with work to do from the rear of the field, but making positions up. And I think for me, the most impressive wiener of the race so far.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the gap that they're building here as they round turn 4. We'll stand for this one because this is close. This is epic.
We're on our feet. The fans are on their feet.
And no greater feeling in the world than firing your weenie across the yard of bricks.
And here they come across the yard of bricks to complete lap 1. It's Chili Dog from the Sonoran Dog number 4. Slow Dog up to P3. And the move going up on the inside into turn 1. Sonoran makes the move for the lead. Takes the lead into turn 1.
Incredible use of the draft down the front straight across the yard of bricks and on the inside into 1.
And James, we can feel it here on the front straightaway, the amount of air displacement taking place. Those weenies are massive.
They're huge, Townsend. Got a big hole in the air. You get disrupted through the corners now, though, with that amount of turbulence. Gonna have to maybe try to line up another pass down the back straight. We saw it so effective on that first lap. But guys, less than 2.5 miles to go in the inaugural Weenie 500. It is all on the line.
But what about Sonoran Dog? Over that lap, 3 places made up in just the 1 lap to take the lead into turn 1, showing absolutely sensational pace and craft. But look at them struggling now.
I mean, if you can get your weenie to the tail end of the leader, I mean, there's a chance there could be some contact here. I think there's a lot on the line, certainly from a pride standpoint, as they round turn 2.
It's a great lead right now. Can the field catch up to the leader and try to mount an attack into turn 3? It's really a dog-eat-dog race out there right now. Here we go.
Someone's overheated. Someone's overheated. We've got smoked buns. Oh no! That is an over-grilled dog.
That is overcooked it, and that is not going to end well.
After all of that impressive pace on the opening lap, Sonoran Dog drops out of contention, and now it's a 2-way fight for the win in the inaugural Weenie 500.
You got to think that riding mechanic is deep in the casing of that wiener and trying to figure out what's going on with the V8. Is it fixable? Half a lap to go.
Throw a little ketchup on it, throw a little mustard, anything to get that fire out and make it just 2 more corners to the finish line.
Will they throw a caution? I think they will safely pass. This will be a run to the finish. This will be a run to the flag and the yard of bricks in the inaugural Weenie 500.
And this is the moment you relish as a hot dogger right here. Rounding turn 3 in the lead in front of a record crowd to witness history at Indianapolis.
The Chi-Dog holding position, but it's not over yet. Hot on their tail. Rounding 3 and into 4.
This certainly is not over. We saw it last lap, guys. There's plenty of time for a late pass here off of the last corner. No ifs, ands, or buns about it. This one is going to go down to the line.
A pole sitter, Chi-Dog has a 2 to 3 bun advantage over the car behind.
Sunday will be the 109th running of the Indy 500, but the first Weenie 500. And if you know one thing about Indy on the last lap, it's a dog-eat-dog world as they round the track for the final time.
Chi-Dog still in the lead.
But it looks like maybe a great run off of turn 2 here. Oh, I think we might be having a race to the line.
line. Mustard Maddie closing with the Slaw Dog. Could she top off the Weenie 500 with a late pass on the Chai Dog? Less than a quarter mile to go at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway for the inaugural Weenie 500.
These hot dogs are hot rodding it down the front straight T-Bell. They're coming at us now.
Maxed out at a whopping 60 miles an hour. Townsend.
They're closing. Second place is closing with the run.
Can the fans cheer them across the line? It's going to be close.
And making the move. Slaw Dog making the move up the inside on the run into the outer brakes and over the line. It looks like it's going to be the Slaw Dog by a nose. Slaw Dog win.
In the closest finish in Weenie 500 history, Slaw Dog by a nose.
Unbelievable.
Top dog, Slaw Dog at the inaugural Weenie 500.
Oh, and Slaw Dog. I mean, the other five must be so sour at that result as we take a look.
Out of the slipstream, out of the toe, has the momentum, and fires it past.
And when you're talking about wieners that big, the draft is just so powerful at those speeds.
But timing it is so difficult. We've seen it in countless Indy 500s. Drivers pulling out too early, drivers pulling out too late. But right now, that was the perfectly timed pass. Less than a wiener length was the difference across the line.
And while we talk of the joy and the emotion for Slaw Dog, what about for Chai Dog, who had done such a phenomenal job all the way through the inaugural Weenie 500.
There you see, photo finish right there. Truly, excellence on display here at the Speedway, and these two must be so incredibly proud. This is what you dream of as a kid.
A delicious and delectable race.
Oh,
tasty.
Wiener heaven.
The Borg Wiener trophy, sorry, is going to go to these guys. They're going to kiss the grill. It's just going to be the start of a momentous year of their life as the defending Wiener 500 champions.
And what a way to kick off Sausage Fest with a brilliant drive. Sensational.
And look, this may be the first one, but the history of it goes way back. Carl Meyer, the nephew of Oscar Meyer, designed the first Oscar Meyer Wienermobile back in 1936. So these things have been developed over almost a century. The technology refined and honed to put on the spectacle that we just saw. The greatest spectacle in grilling. We just witnessed it, guys.
You can go anywhere in the world. You can take me to Monaco. You can take me to Le Mans. But it is only here, on this day, and in this moment, that we're able to witness something of this magnitude.
Truly a life-changing moment, and one that the fans will cherish forever. As Hulkamania is getting hungry, there's one thing about the Wiener 500 that I can tell you is that everybody in this place has a new appreciation for what a dog means.
Guys, people remember where they were when Neil Armstrong stepped on the moon. You're going to remember where you were when we watched the very first Weenie 500.
Remember where you were when history was made with the inaugural Weenie 500 at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. This has been history.